spiritual research group started off by inviting a representative of the Greys to come forward and answer our questions about them, and also about the nature of their activities. We were introduced to both the tall Greys and the small Greys, separate races with a common origin on one of the planets around Zeta Reticuli, a binary star system about 39 light-years from Earth. We found that the tall Greys appreciated the opportunity to tell their story, but also we found that the small Greys were totally uncommunicative and refused to even meet with us. The tall Greys and the small Greys originated from different races on the same home world, but the tall Greys have evolved significantly beyond the self-imposed limitations of the small Greys. The tall Greys, who consider themselves cousins of the small Greys, are highly intelligent, technologically and spiritually evolved beings capable of interplanetary and intragalactic travel, but not yet intergalactic movement. Their spaceships carry the small Greys as passengers to investigate worlds that the small Greys are interested in within the Milky Way galaxy. The tall Greys see the purpose and mission of the small Greys as being quite positive and beneficial for many galactic civilizations and races, but they do not approve of the small Greys' methods because of the unexpected intense fear caused in human abductees. However, the tall Greys will not interfere with the free will of the small Greys to do their experiments, expecting that in the long term, the small Greys will also evolve when they choose to do so. Eons ago, the small Greys chose as a civilization to restrict themselves to a purely scientific investigation and study of the genetic basis of various forms of life without any interference from opinions, beliefs, feelings, emotions, or even a recognition of higher spiritual realms. Therefore, they focused only on what works in the physical world and what doesn't. As a race, they have chosen as their primary purpose to collect and archive genetic information and material so it can be shared with whomever needs it. The small Greys know that humans are remarkably intelligent, adaptable, and flexible, but they're also extremely aggressive and warlike. After we developed the first atomic bombs and immediately demonstrated our willingness to kill other humans with these bombs, the small Greys believed that humans would inevitably destroy Earth and all life forms on it. Therefore, following the atmospheric and subterranean atomic explosions beginning in 1945, they felt that it was necessary to harvest and archive human genetic material, that is, sperm and eggs, so that if the humans destroyed Earth, human life could be reintroduced on another planet to ensure continuation of the human species. Aboard the Tall Greys spacecraft, genetic experiments with other human and non-human genes continues to be conducted to create several hybrid species. These hybrid beings are then subjected to a wide range of temperature, moisture, radiation, gravity, and so forth to determine the viability of each hybrid in the physical environments found on various worlds. However, around 1990, when the Galactic Federation moved from passive observation of humans to active intervention to prevent destruction of the Earth, the small Greys concluded that further genetic harvesting of human DNA was not necessary, and they have now turned their investigations toward other worlds in the galaxy. I believe it's essential that all abductees understand the perspective of the small Greys who may have conducted genetic experiments on humans. From the previous human actions observed by the small Greys, humans were about to obliterate all life on the planet in a nuclear war. To them, Their actions to bring specific humans to their UFOs and harvest their genetic material occurred in order to guarantee that human physical bodies could again be restored on another planet that could environmentally support the human species. And it's my opinion that if you're an abductee who experienced genetic harvesting and experimenting, it was because your specific gene line contains characteristics that would provide the greatest probability of successful introduction on another world.
Now policemen in the streets are chased down robbers and thieves, but it's the innocent ones alone who feel